Let's talk about building a 7-figure land flipping business and the framework that I had implemented in my business that really made everything blow up for me. Hey guys, my name's Sumner Healey from landinvestor.co. If you're new here, we help folks scale 6 and 7-figure land investing businesses. Got lots of goodies for you in the description down below. All right guys, there was a very simple framework that I adopted about 1.5 years ago that really shifted my business in a matter of just a few short months. And I used to have this belief where I almost thought I was a superhero, right? Like I just thought I could do everything in my business. I wanted to be a sole operator and I wanted to be good at every single aspect of this business. And it kept me at a low 6-figure a year rate in my business. And I had intentions of growing, and I figured I could do it myself and maybe do it with a small team of VAs. And that was really all it was gonna take to grow this business into something sizable. Boy, was I wrong. The framework here is automate, eliminate, or delegate. And when we look at our decisions in this business, we want to figure out what bucket can we put that decision in? What category can we put this in? Is it automation? Is it delegation? Is it elimination? And interestingly enough, what I realized in my business is to start, there was a boatload of items for me just to simply eliminate that were actually irrelevant, that were causing a ton of friction in terms of building out clean, repeatable processes in my business. For example, a really simple one, right? We were doing a handful of deals that were just not netting us much money for the time that we were putting in to walk away making $3,000, $2,000. Yeah, the returns might have been good. Maybe I was buying them for $500 or $600. So ROI looked great, but you guys know how I feel about ROI. And so it's about building out principles in your business and sticking to them, right? And so what we needed to do is start eliminating things that were not aligned with the principles. A really simple one was, hey, let's set a minimum threshold for what kind of deals that we want to be doing. Sure, there could be freak scenarios where deals fall beneath that band, but again, it's a principle that we can use as a guiding light, and that's gonna help us avoid doing deals that are causing friction for myself and for my team. Another example of that is I used to make out a custom YouTube video for every single video that I would make. I would edit it, I would film it, I would narrate it. It was absurd, and I thought that was really adding value for our customers. What I realized is that can be eliminated. We were not getting any sales from it. We're getting hardly any traction from it. In fact, if you go and scroll to the bottom of this YouTube channel, I'm sure you can find some of those videos. They're quite silly. And so just subtle things like that that are really not actually contributing to pushing us forward, eliminate them. Just be ruthless about removing stuff. I want to figure out what levers can I pull that have the highest impact in my business. What you'll be shocked about is it's typically just a few select items that are really driving the vast majority of your results in your business. The next area is automation. We are no longer cavemen, right? We have the ability to leverage computers and leverage the internet and leverage data that we have available to us. And there's beautiful things that we can do to actually automate components of our business to make everything wildly more efficient and ultimately build out a better journey for the customers that we're working with and a better journey for the sellers that we're working with. So let me paint a picture here, right? I used to do custom follow-ups. Everything was custom. I would send them out myself. And what I realized is wildly inefficient. So we just built out a really simple workflow for emails and texts that get dripped out to buyers, and that happens automatically. And then based on if they open or respond to the email, then we'll come in and do a custom follow-up from there. So I'm leveraging technology, and that simple shift buys back 3 to 5 hours of my time a week, right? The next thing is when we first started selling land on owner financing terms, we would go and keep a spreadsheet and we would manually follow up with people, have them mail us a check or Zelle us or what have you. And I knew there had to be a better way. And so I found GeekPay. It's actually a phenomenal platform for tracking your notes. It does 99% of everything you'd want. There's a few things that I think could be improved on it. You can't actually process payments through it. You got to plug it into Stripe or a different platform. You know, there's some subtle things that I think like it's almost perfect, but it works much better than a spreadsheet and manually following up with people to collect payments. So that subtle difference saved me 10 hours a week. And we get paid on time, we get paid more effectively with much more consistent recurring revenue from those owner finance sales. And then finally, delegation. Goodness gracious, this is my favorite topic. The concept of finding people that balance your weaknesses, finding people that are superior to you just in maybe every way possible, right? Like I want to go and hire people that are smarter than me, and that really excites me. How can I go and find people and inspire them with a vision and incentives that are aligned, and let them do their thing and really let them kind of build this, where we can build this together and build it into something much bigger than I ever could have done it independently. And just to paint a few examples here of how powerful this is, our acquisitions manager in their first quarter did about $350,000 in pipeline gross margin for our business. That's way more than I could have ever done myself with everything that's going on my plate. Or for example, we recently just hired a data analyst to come in our business, and within their first day, they're already building out models that are far superior than what I could have ever put together. And on top of it, by allowing them to go full time on it, they could dedicate more time than I ever could to it, right? I was maybe building out mailers for 15 hours a week. They could be doing it for 40 hours a week. They could also be doing market selection for 20 hours a week. Like, you can see how very quickly having someone do this that's more proficient than you and is doing it for a longer period of time, your results are going to be better. And then the beautiful thing is, by buying back my time, I get to go and find, okay, well, what's the next highest leverage item for me? Like, for example, when we first started this business, I delegated just like the day-to-day minutia, setting up loans, following up with people, like just the basic stuff in this business. Got that delegated. Then I was focusing on building out mailers. I was focusing on contacting buyers. I was focusing on working with sellers. Next thing I hired was someone to come in and do the acquisitions for us. So now I'm just working with sellers. Then I hire a dispositions manager that comes and works with sellers. Then I was working on the mailers, and we hired someone to come and do the mail. Like, on and on and on again. We're just going through the rungs so I can go and find what is the highest value item I could do in the business. And at a certain point, you reach the limit where it's, at that point, it's just leading, right? It's just incentivizing correctly. It's painting the picture for where you're going and figuring out, hey, what's the next step, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months from here? And then how can I inspire and incentivize others to help get us there? And at a certain point, that's where you end up, right? And even beyond that, maybe you bring someone on as a CEO and they do that for you. For me, I like keeping my hands dirty, so I don't know if that will ever happen. But this is one of the beautiful things about delegation. It'll build your business bigger and it'll get you farther faster than you ever could have thought. So I think a lot of people get hung up on this idea of doing things on their own and believing that they are more capable than others or that they're superhuman. Truth is, you need people to help you. And so this concept of delegation, automation, and elimination, kid you not, if I look back, it was pivotal, like to the day. The results that started to follow from adopting this mindset were absolutely powerful. This applies to land investing. This applies to really building any business. The same framework will take you to where you want to go. So next time you're thinking about what is my next step, before you start thinking about the technicalities, think about, can I automate, can I eliminate, or can I delegate what I'm about to do? So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, give it a thumbs up. If it wasn't, give it a thumbs down. That's fine too. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.